Would somebody do me a favor? Would you mind shutting those back doors back there, please? We're not. This is not a. We're not making it a formal gathering. We're going to make it like a family. We're just talking with one another. And as we come together on this and we think about Christmas Eve, for a lot of people, Christmas Eve is, we could go through this congregation right here in this crowd and each voice, and I would ask you, what does Christmas Eve mean to you? And we would get a lot of the same answers, like family, food, gathering. We get a lot of answers, especially from the Christ followers. It will say it's all about the celebration of the birth of our Savior Jesus Christ. Okay? Well, just as we sing in the next hymn, the first Noel, I mean, this hymn is often looked at as in an historical account of a cold night in Bethlehem. But its themes are deeply, deeply applicable to the rhythm of our modern everyday lives. This hymn is about noticing the extraordinary in the midst of the ordinary. The first Noel, which literally translates the first Christmas, it didn't happen in a grand way, in a palace or in a bustling city center. It happened in a field where it was revealed to everyday people. Shepherds were considered the blue-collar workers of their day. And the God of our universe decided to reveal himself to the everyday people. They were basically on the night shift. These were guys that were out, they were tending their sheep, like they do every single day, every single night. It's repetitive work, and quite often goes unnoticed. In our lives, the Noel, or the Christmas, or the news of joy, rarely arrives when we're center stage. It finds us in the middle of a commute, while washing dishes, or during a late night study session. Meaning it doesn't require a grand stage. Our daily routine is a sacred space where the light of Christ can break through at any moment. This hymn tells us of a star that gave us a great light. It continued both day and night. So they not only could see it at the nighttime, they could see it during the day as well. It was that bright. It was showing the world that something special was happening. For the wise men, it wasn't a fleeting feeling. It was a constant, a distant beacon that required a long, steady journey to follow. We all have stars to follow. Our values, our goals, our faith. Sometimes the cloud, the stress, or the busyness hide the star. But the hymn reminds us that the light is constant. So the lesson we can learn from a hymn like this, as we sing these words, I want us to reflect really on the words that we sing. We've sung these hymns since most of us were children. And we get to the point where we start singing them, just sing the words. We're not really thinking about what they actually mean and how we can connect these songs that celebrate the coming of the Savior to our everyday life. So the lesson of this would be, stay the course, even when the destination feels far away. The wise men did. It took them a very long time to make this journey. Consistency is the primary requirement for reaching the place where Jesus lay, or any place of deep fulfillment. When the travelers finally arrived, they didn't find the king draped in gold. They found a poor king in a humble manger. This is perhaps the most relevant part of the narration of our daily life. The greatest gifts often come in the simplest packages. We spend so much time chasing the extraordinary, the perfect career, the perfect home, the perfect social media feed, but the first Noel redirects all of our gaze to the beauty of simplicity. Look for the sincere conversation, a moment of peace, or a small act of kindness is often where the truly divine resides. The final verses of this calls everyone to sing praises with one accord. It turns a solitary event into a communal celebration, just like what we're doing tonight. Life can feel isolating, but we are all under the same sky, looking for the same light. When we share our Noels, our joys, and our breakthroughs with others, the light becomes brighter for everyone. So this Christmas, may you find your Noel, not just the carols that you sing, but the quiet, steady moments of your everyday life, and the joy and wonder of that very first Christmas in a humble manger. Faithful have gathered here tonight. Many of us could have chosen to do a number of things. We could have gone almost anywhere. Lots of events going on around the city and surrounding. Lots of other Christmas Eve services going on everywhere. But appointed, every one of us, you chose to be here tonight. And it's in a simple way tonight, without a lot of fanfare. We are celebrating the birth of our Savior Jesus Christ. And as we come to sing "O Come All Ye Faithful," the power of "O Come All Ye Faithful" isn't just in the soaring high notes of a cathedral choir singing "O Come All Ye Faithful." It's in the quiet, messy, very human invitation, just to simply show rhythm of our modern everyday life. This was my intent tonight, was for us not only just to come and sing hymns, but for us to connect to what we're singing to our everyday life. In a world that's constantly asking us to be productive, to be perfect, to be put together, this hymn asks for something much simpler. Presence. Come. The invitation, it isn't a summons for experts or elites. It's a call for the faithful. Those who keep going even when they're tired. Oh, come means to be putting down the phone, stepping away from the to-do list, and making space for what actually matters. It's the decision to stop scrolling and start connecting. Every one of us in here know exactly what I'm talking about. Stop scrolling, start connecting. We often think we need to feel joyful to celebrate. But the hymn suggests that joy and triumph aren't just emotions.